Yeah, for a talk about like a checkmate in Brazil, I have to say about alliance because I was alliance for almost all my life, and I never saw I was in different team. The Romero Cavalcante, the coach, the guy who gave me the black belt, he was like a father for me in the sport. He was teaching me and showing me everything, and and I was really surprised when he came talk to me to say that I have to leave the team because uh, Fábio Gurgel, Alexandre Paiva, and all these black belts, they was make a meeting and they decide to to that. So I was in shock because I never did nothing wrong, and but also I was respecting, I always respect Jacaré whatever he says, and I didn't I didn't know for what was the reason. Jacaré was really emotional that night when he talked to me, but he was telling me that wherever I go, he's gonna support me. So that was the reason that I get out and I open my own gym that with team was calling Brasa, and a lot of all the structures was came with me together, and that time was hard for me because I was 24, 25 years old, and I was like on top of my shape for training, competing. I don't want to manage the team. I just want to training. It's okay if I doesn't have a coach, but at least I want to not worry about teams. So, but what should I do? Because we had nobody who can I go and say, okay, can I be for your team? I was thinking, okay, what am I gonna do? Go to Nova União, Barra Gracie. I was all my life training, compete against them. It's not easy to just knock the guy's door and say, I want to move the team. So, and also, I was really disappointed because the person that I was all my life coach me, for some lady, he just came to me and asked me to move on and open my team. So then that's when I decided to, okay, guys, look. And everybody was push me, press me to say, Leo, we follow you now. What you gonna do? So you have to do something. You are the most great. We're gonna follow your instruction. And I told her, I was really open and honest. I said, look, I don't know what we should do as a team, but we're gonna find out. The only thing I know in my mind, I don't know what kind of leader we will be, but I know what kind of leader I don't want to be. So I was through I was competitor, but I was coaching for a long time, and I saw so much drama inside the teams, and I knew it how the thing can be organized. So that's why I took the decision to manage the team. But when I opened Brasa, I make some kind of really nice I tried to make something really fair with all the black belts, and nothing was decided if we don't have the whole black belts decision. But that was one problem because that way it was really hard to make decisions when you have seven black belts to decide, and especially when later they get a lot of different ideas between them, and I was in the middle to try to because I was the high graduate. I was controlling both sides. Then I decided to 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 move on, open my gym. Then I say, look, I'm gonna open Checkmate. That would be my team. Whatever black, everybody is welcome, but it would be my rules. So I'm gonna listen. Maybe sometimes we're gonna vote, but it'll be my call, my decision. Because when we have seven people to decide, it's hard. So I wanna make something really fair, but it'll be my call. So when I opened the Checkmate, and of course my brothers came with me, some of the black belts came with me, and I built the team a friendly and really like a open team. So there's no drama. I don't make like a drama. I don't have like everybody is under the same rules. My academy, all the academies have the same rules, and makes not like egos. So the people doesn't feel happy. The people doesn't feel like thinks too much different. It's a they feel uncomfortable and they leave the team. So this happened during the whole process with Atos, Cavaca. So all those guys was with us, was with me, and but because we were thinking too much different, so they decided to move and have their own team, which is better for me because I don't want people unhappy inside the team, you know. I think because we are blessed to have like a people with crazy for jiu-jitsu, you know. We like our coach like to be on the mat, sharing knowledge, sparring, training with all kind of levels, all kind of belts, and then this when you show your passion to be on the mat, so you inspire like a lower belt to be on the mat, learning, training, and those lower belt to be the higher belt later. So we not like just have a group that train each other as a black belts together. No, but we have like we mix it training. So and our coach they not coaching for, you know, lifestyle or for money. They like to coach. They like to be on the mat. They can be on the mat 6, 8 hours, and they're inspiring people to do that. So they stay on the mat and really patience to lower belt or for any level. They training, they spar, they teach, they spend hours on the mat with them. So I think that when you inspire those lower belt and they know that you like to be there, it's like a seal. So they inspire orders and usually it's about how long you spend time on the mat. So it's about all the results in the competition. It's that like there are no there are no lies on them in the mat. So if as much you push yourself on the mat, as much result that you have, you know. I think uh, we have of course like we have like a same kind of class that we work like a lot of drills and positions, technical positions. But when you go to high level, I tell them, I say, look, we I gonna bring like I bring like a techniques. I'm gonna bring position. I'm gonna bring drills. So if somebody beat you because about the technique, it's my fault because they surprise you with something that we don't know. So if they're doing some kind of guard or something that position that you don't know, it's my fault because I didn't bring the result, the position to on the mat. But if you for strategy, it's fine because you can miss it like a strategy or you can. But if you get tired, it's your fault. Nobody can train nobody can train conditioner as only you. So you have to train conditioner. So I inspired them to do like a cardio or conditioning training and a lot of drills and training with me. So what I do is most mentally. So I do so much, of course, position, but when you go to a high level, it's small details straight to his game, you know. So and a lot of like situation, specific positions, situations, specific drills and situation that you put in those guys for he develops something, So that's what I focus. I focus in these kind of situations, and I focus in show specific position for his game to fight against some other guy. So it's really, so the strategy, I focus on this. But mostly it's a lot of mental, to take the pressure, for manage all the pressure on his mind, all his worries, and to say, it's fine. You just have to feel comfortable to fight and be your best. Because if you go over there with a lot of pressure on your mind, if you're not comfortable to fight, you're gonna be, hold yourself. You don't wanna be as, you don't. So we talk so much. I talk so much, like it's kind of psychology. We talk a lot, and I manage it, how he can take all the pressure out, and to make the competition as like really comfortable for he do his best in that day. I think it's hard to like to control. Like I think in the end, everybody protect their own. IBJF, he has one rules. They have one mind. Like they have one idea about what kind of jiu-jitsu style they want. Dynamic with not stolen. This kind of like a match. But the fighters have one kind of idea about what can do to win fights. So the problem, like in the rules, it's everything's about interpretation. So when you let too open to people, make their own interpretation, it's hard, because you can do something that you think is gonna be point, but the referee can say it's advantage. The other guy can see disqualification. So each one has one interpretation. So it's hard, because IBJF try to make one thing, but the power they give to the referees is to say there are no exactly like stuff position, or just like taking downs, mount, and hooks from the back. But the confusion, the interpretation is about passing, it's about sweeps and advantage, because it's the referee have to decide if it was point or if it was advantage. So it's really hard for he decide. So the rules should be like not put a lot of like you cannot do that, you cannot do that, but the rules would be more like a straight, as the same way it was takedowns and pass and mount. So the rules should be more for not interpretation like the situation, but more position. You earn position, you get point for the position, not for like action. So we give point for action. Instead, they give a point for positions. So I think that's the biggest mistake, in my opinion. But I respect the IBJF decision. They try to do, like the best to control and find a way to be fair with the fighters. And also the fighters want to win competitions. So they using the rules to take advantage. And about exactly like a 50-50, I think it's right. I think it doesn't have to be advantage, because a lot of people use guard to make advantage before they sweep. So it's really hard to fight on top position. So it's easy. Everybody wants to pull guard, save timing, and try to sweep, because any situation this happen, you can get advantage. And it's hard for you pass. So that's why a lot of people pull guard instead than pass. But when you go to short timing, nobody wants to pull guard. Same guys that usually pull guard, when you go to short time, they want a top position, because they know it's hard to work all kind of guard and sweep. So I think, like for my idea, I think the biggest mistake, it's the referee have to judge action. I think if they judge position, it's fast, it's easy, and everybody knows. So side control, it's side control at all. Doesn't have like a half side, maybe a side control. No, side control is a side control. You know, so but if you make like a when you put the situation at a pass, then you say that a lot of side control, it's not pass. Some side control goes from the back, some side controls go from the takedowns, and some side controls goes from the guard. If it goes from the guard, give you point. If it goes from the stand-up or if it goes from the back, no points. So that's what make confused because the referee doesn't have to judge the position, but they have to think what's happened before. That's what takes, make the referee be, most of the referee, they feel uncomfortable, not confident. And then you have like a coach outside, some coach, they know the guy, it's not like not confident, they yell like a point or advantage, and the referee gets scary sometimes, and he confused, and they give a position, points. So it's an issue that I have in tournaments right now, but I think the IBJJF, the federation can push and make. They can get a control, but what they're using to do it, I don't see. I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think it's gonna work. Because when you let they make an interpretation, it's hard because you make the same mistake. Doesn't matter how good are the rules, the interpretation kills all the change that you did. Because the interpretation says that you have to decide. You decide if it was point for the advantage, but if it was about position, everybody knows. So there's no mistake. The fight doesn't go to referee hands. The fight decision goes to the fighters. So you don't want to get point, don't let the guy go to your side. You don't want to get point, don't let him take him down.